Welcome to Module 3 of the Work-Based Learning Workshop, and now we're going to transition from talking about resources and awards and incentives, and instead we're going to talk about work-based learning in your favorite place in the classroom. So as an educator, you need to know that work-based learning is not limited to just those development experiences and those very engaging and focused experiences that students may have through an SAE. No, the concept of work-based learning is so much bigger than just as one student's project that it can be applied at all levels of instruction, from the activity, from an individual activity, maybe a lesson, a unit, or even a course, an entire course just based on work-based learning. And that's what this module is about. So the first activity we're going to do, 3.1, work-based learning in the classroom, is going to be focusing on 3 steps to embedding or incorporating work-based learning at any level of instruction. So here's what we're going to be doing today. The first thing is you're going to review those 3 steps, and they're going to be found in Figure 1. Then you're going to move on to Figure 2, which has a few case studies. I want you to choose one of those case studies, read through the narrative so you can see an example of incorporating the 3 steps and taking a lesson that maybe is not so engaging or hands-on and turning that into a work-based learning style lesson that's much more engaging and worthwhile for the student. Finally, you're going to complete Figure 3, the work-based learning instructional framework, with that lesson or unit that hopefully you brought with you that you know can be improved. So that being said, if you did bring a lesson or an activity with you today that you were hoping to work on, that's okay. I have a lesson linked right here. I pulled a wonderful e-unit from my cart to be used for this particular workshop. So that is linked here for you. As with the rest of the activities, once you're completed with the instructions, use your small group to kind of have this brief dialogue or discussion based on the essential questions. And then we'll go over the figures here just so you have a chance to see them before starting the activity. Figure 1, the 3 steps to work-based learning in the classroom. I just put that definition that we went over at the very beginning of the workshop here, and then I described the 3 steps. Now I'll let you read the description of each of these steps, but generally speaking, step 1, identify your desired results, those learning outcomes. Step 2, align those learning outcomes to a specific task within a specific career field. And then step 3 is to simulate that experience as best you can, given the resources and time that you have available. The case studies, as I said, are listed here. If you'd like to see the lesson plans from my cart that these case studies are aligned to, I have those linked here at the top. Case study A is a lesson on plant breeding, and case study B is a lesson on agritourism. I think both of them are fun to read through, but you only have time for one. So pick one and read through it, and then move on to the last step, which is using this instructional framework, these same 3 steps that you just learned, to enhance a unit or activity that you brought with you today. There are questions here to take you through step 1, step 2, and step 3. And then finally, the bottom of this particular framework gives you an opportunity to answer a few key questions in terms of planning your actual activity or workshop. Don't get tied down to each one of these questions. Feel free to move through as you know information or as you have an answer or a particular conclusion. But this is a tool for you to use, not something for you to get hung up on. So use it as you wish. But anyway, this is activity 3.1, focusing on work-based learning in the classroom. Have fun, and I hope that you can incorporate work-based learning at all levels and all courses.